promised I'd be in touch, but I wish I had better news. Doomsday has Superman on the ropes, and Supergirl has left to find help. You're his only backup. I knew this showdown was coming, so I have an enhanced probiotic ready for you. Meet our lead researcher on the scene.
Hello everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of DC Universe Online. I'm Water Tips. Basically, I want to thank you all for joining my video, if you're watching. Basically what we're doing is we're actually near the portal entrance to Doom Metropolis. I'm going to be talking about the Death of Superman Part 2, basically, which is which launched this morning, and I believe after shutdown, as you just heard Oracle talks on there about Doomsday, and you have to confront him in the actual raid. That's what this consists of. So, anyway, what I wanted to talk about was a few things that go on with the raid. Like, first of all, once you hear Oracle, you look on your menu, it does say confronting Doomsday. Then you want to go all the way to the right to the On Duty tab and select where it's the 8-player. And once you get to 8-player, notice at the very top, left-hand corner, it says Tier 2 Novice. You'll see Conduct, Inner Sanctum, Brainiac, Subconstruct, and of course the Doomsday new raid from the Anniversary Part 2 that just launched. And you want to select that one. Of course, if you're a Tier 2, a lower level person, or if you're not as high as most people, you'll want to do the lower one. If you are of CR, like some other characters that are like 235 or 200 plus, you want to go on the bottom to check the Doomsday one. That's a Tier 9 expert. And then once you queue for it, you just wait, of course, till it queues. And it's actually pretty interesting. Once you go into the raid, you know, it's just a final battle with the Superman and Doomsday, where he faces off against Doomsday and battles him, as well as other people in your raid group of 8 people, just like the regular raids. It's not a very big open world, just like this, so you want to make sure that you do that. Check out the vendors. There's a lot of vendors and stuff. And once you go into the vendors, you'll notice there's a few things in there.
Each piece of enhanced battle armor is available in multiple combat roles and customizable colors.
As you can see, there's a new thing at the top called Superman Rubble. When you select it, it shows like the rubble with Superman's flag, a very iconic picture. As he says, use this item to add to your personal base inventory, donate it to League of Hall, or add it to your League's decoration inventory. It's a very iconic piece of thing for your base. Some people may not care about having it, but I actually like to collect other things like that. This is the actual picture. If you remember the Death Superman comic book, this is the one thing that is showed in front of the comic book issue, which is why it's a very iconic piece to add to your base. And then if you go back to here, you notice there's a few other things like this broken glasses, neutralizing agent, and the usual large Death Superman content, as well as a Lobo inspired gear. So there's a few new things they added. Now when you go into the Doomsday actual raid and complete it, and then you come back to the vendor, they will have added the Death of Superman, or I should say classic style emblem Superman that everybody's always wanted, which is actually very exciting because, you know, people have been wanting it for a few years, and I think it was actually a pretty decent addition to this particular part of this Death Superman Anniversary. So I'm really happy that they actually did add it to the game. Now it's going to be in your, you know, of course, cost tributes. I believe that the Superman Rumble costs 100. For the Superman emblem that you will unlock once you complete the Doomsday raid is 150. Like I said, if you do go to the marketplace, the far right of your menu or map, you'll notice that it does actually show up here. It gets loads. It takes a minute to load sometimes. I don't know if you can see this offhand, but 50 tributes you can get for 540 marketplace cash. So you can do that, or if you just keep doing the game every day, if you have replay badges, you can go in and replay things and get more tributes every day. Like I said, I believe the raid actually, unlike most raids that take like a few days to reset, the particular Doomsday Death Superman Part 2 actually is available to redo every day after 24 hours, which is the good thing, I believe. So yeah, it's actually pretty not as big as the Doom Metropolis one, but the raid is very sketchy, it's very small. It's a very to the point kind of a raid, just goes directly to the final battle with Superman and Doomsday, defeat Doomsday, and of course see what else happens. I'm not going to say much of anything else. I don't want to spoil the whole thing. I already told you quite a bit about the raid, but you do know the title is Death of Superman, so if you just realize that, then you should be able to figure out what happens next. Like I said, still very excited to see the very final last part of this Death of Superman thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. There is a few things in the open world Doom World Metropolis that I noticed. like, well, one thing actually with these purple shards that appear based on Doomsday's aura, that type of chemical that's surrounding the aura. There's these little crystals that have appeared in Doom Metropolis. I don't know if they were always there before. They might have been, but if I'm mistaken, let me know. But there's a few shards that you have to destroy that keep appearing in the Doom Metropolis world for a feat. There are various feats for the actual Doomsday raid. So anyway, it's actually pretty cool. Like I said, I finally get to have this the Superman Elf style. It just takes a few, quite a bit of tributes, but I think it's well worth it since most people are waiting long enough to have it. I know I've wanted it for quite a while. So anyway, that's the Doomsday Raid. Once you complete it, enjoy. It's been added to a permanent edition of the game. Like I said, if you like this video, subscribe to it. I did have a little bit of trouble broadcasting this one. I had to do it quite a few times. The connection wasn't secure, wasn't really working properly, so I hope this one went through pretty well. If not, I can always record it again. But if you do have questions more about the raid, or want to know how to do it, or want more information, subscribe to my videos. Like I said, I'm Water Tips. My name is Action Man. If you need more help with this raid or any other questions you might have with the game itself, please let me know. Subscribe, comment to my videos. I've got quite a bit. Anyway, and you have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.